Alright, what is going on, everybody? Matt at 222 back at you guys with another action figure extravaganza. Alright, guys, so really quick, a couple things. So I decided that I'm going to be doing a new series on my channel. It's called it's called the 3-minute figure review, and basically what I'm going to try to do is review a figure as close to 3 minutes as possible, just so that way, so people that like the longer videos and enjoy the longer videos, they can watch those and enjoy those, and then the people that kind of tend to prefer the shorter videos, they just want to watch a quick 3-4 minute videos. We have those as well. So I'm just trying to give everybody what they want. Again, the figures are just going to be kind of random, but if you see anything in the longer videos and you want to see it in a 3-minute video, I don't know why you would, but for whatever reason, please let me know. Or if there's anything specifically you want to see, let me know. Again, I'm really trying to accommodate everybody here. I'm trying to do my best to give everybody what they want. But anyway, guys, I didn't even bother setting up the figures because I'm like, what's the point? They're just gonna fall down. So let's just get into it. We got another video. Let's start it off with this Jurassic World figure. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't really know what this guy's called. It's not I don't know, I just don't remember. But yeah, there you go. This is a smaller figure. This is, I think, they're more basic line. He doesn't have much articulation. Like, the neck kind of swivels up and down, and then you get a little pivot on the head. You get cut joints in the arms and the legs, and that's about it. But he does still have the Jurassic Park seal. Other than that, yeah, like, nice texturing, nice face sculpt. I think it's a pretty cool figure. Like I said, he wasn't very expensive. I think this is more their, like, not their cheap kids line, but I think these are their more, like, basic figure assortment. I could be wrong about that, but like I said, nice figure anyway. I like the paint detail, and there's a little bit of a dark wash right there, and I guess not so much a wash, but it's just part of the paint. But on the stomach, you can see looks like some shading. So nice, cool looking figure. Yeah, pretty simple. All right, we're just gonna get into our legends because they're literally what's accessible. We have our Marvel Legends, Professor Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. So we have Loki right here. Finally, a comic book accurate Loki. I will say this figure doesn't really have much in terms of sculpting. This little neck piece is a separate piece, and then the blonde hair I'm not a fan of. I always kind of pictured Loki with more of a brown hair, and I don't like the way the blonde kind of blends into the figure. You know, and it makes him look too similar to Thor. I think he should really have the kind of more darker hair, like a brown or a black, but paint on the hair is nice. It's got a nice dark blonde and some nice dark shading in there. Other than that, like I said, very minimal sculpting on this figure. The gloves and the boots are just painted on, and he comes with the sword. They use this sword for Angela. I don't really recall if they used it for anybody else, but I do know that they used it for Angela. And that face sculpt, really good. I think they did an excellent job with the face sculpt. Really like that. Really nice figure, and aside from maybe needing a cape, could have maybe used a cape. We haven't had a comic book Loki in a long time, so this is definitely a welcome addition. I had the other Loki, I forget, but he was in the same wave as, like, Abomination and Green Goblin and Blackheart. I forget what the Build-A-Figure was. I had that Loki. Not very great. Alright, next we have Union Jack. This is actually a figure I was really excited for, just because I'm a big fan of Union Jack and the Marvel UK imprint. So you can see he comes with 2 weapons. He comes with the revolver and the knife that we got with Bucky Cap. I think Bucky Cap or U.S. Agent. He is on the Bucky Cap body. Yeah, nice looking figure. Again, very similar to Loki. No, really. I'll just put this in here until he actually gets to my shelf, because I feel like this is just gonna get lost. Very similar to Loki in terms of there's no real sculpting on this figure. The paint apps do look nice. The paint is really clean. They did a really good job painting him. At least mine is painted quite well. I don't really see any imperfections. And the belt is obviously a separate piece. You can see they did paint the buckle. Maybe a little smudge right there. Not too bad. Other than that, like I said, on mine, the paint is pretty solid. Nice figure. Not too much else to say. I mean, he doesn't really have a face sculpt. But, yeah, good figure nonetheless. There is a holster for the gun. And none of the buttons or the pins on the belt are painted. So, there you go. Next, we'll take a look. Yeah, so you could just see I got them all just kind of chilling on the side. I didn't bother setting them up because I'm like, they're just going to spill anyway. We have another big requested character. A lot of people have been wanting a Beta Ray Bill for a long time. I think this is like a modern Beta Ray Bill. And again, this is just another figure where they just hit it out of the park. I really can't say more than that. Yeah, they just nailed it. Face sculpt is good. I mean, I like the face sculpt, and I like they got the hinged jaw. Again, if I'm being honest, my one complaint is probably I don't care as much for the. I think he looks too orange. I don't think Beta Ray Bill is supposed to be that orange, but you know what? Just to have a Beta Ray Bill figure, I can easily overlook that. He comes with Stormbreaker, which looks really nice. I mean, he's got the red cape. Again, not a lot of sculpting because the cape and the shoulder pads are attached. And then mine is these things. Really no sculpting on this figure. I do believe this is a Hyperion body. I could be wrong. And the paint on the helmet is a little suspect, but what can you do? Again, just a good figure. Happy to have him. You can see the fingernails are nicely defined, but there's no paint on them, which is okay. You know, some things you gotta overlook, but yeah, overall, just a good figure. Happy to have this figure. Not much more I can say to that. Like I said, inside of the mouth is nice, painted nicely. The teeth, I just think he's maybe a little too orange. You know, that seems to be kind of the trend with this wave. Is it's all really little things, like just little annoyances. All right. So we have Rock Python, who is another addition to our Serpent Society. Once again, in terms of sculpting, you don't really have anything. I mean, it's just a blank body with the belt and the head sculpt. It's painted nicely, like Union Jack. He's painted nicely, but that's it. Just really basic. I really think they need to start knocking out these Serpent Society guys faster. Like really start hammering them home. But maybe we'll get a box set or something. I'm not gonna say too much about this figure because there's not really much to say. I will show the articulation, so I didn't show the articulation on the other figures because they share the same articulation as this one. Did it once, but you can see it's, standard, very standard Marvel Legends articulation. Nothing really groundbreaking. And I do have the accessories for the figures, but they're just kind of buried, so I'll go over the accessories at the end. as always, guys, if you don't want to see every single figure reviewed, feel free to just skip ahead to the one you want. YouTube has provided you a little cursor at the bottom. You just skip ahead to the video you want if you don't want to see everything. But all right, next we have one of the better figures in the wave. The movie figures in this wave were definitely the stars. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because Shuri, just awesome, just really awesome. I know we had the basic line, Shuri, but yeah, this figure just doesn't do that one any justice, or the other way around. This is a superior figure, obviously. I mean, sculpting is pretty good, and these little like lion blasters, I don't know what you call them, but they look really awesome. They're sculpted really nicely. The only thing is, I wish you could take the effects out, because if you wanted to get her in just like a nice pose, like she's not quite engaged in combat, like you couldn't. Like basically, no matter what you do, she has to be firing these. But you know what? They look cool, and I think the effects look nice. Again, I just can't help but wish they were removable. The face sculpt on Shuri is really good likeness, just really good overall figure. Yeah, sculpting on the chest and the torso, legs, nicely sculpted. Not so much sculpting, but there is some sculpting, but it's just nice texturing. You know, the figure feels very nice. Again, it's not just a blank body. And like I said, the face sculpt, they knocked it out of the park. So good job, Hasbro. You can tell that the effort in this wave and the budget really went to the movie figures, because guys, I gotta say, this might be one of the best figures to come out last year. Just awesome. That's all I can really say about this War Machine. I think this figure is a 10 out of 10. They nailed it. I mean, he looks good. Like I said, the little paint apps are nice, painted nicely, sculpted very nicely. He's got that same War Machine kind of Iron Man sculpt where it looks very robotic, very mechanical, but the size, just a larger figure, just a menacing figure. And he comes with the, excuse me guys, I'm having a little bit of indigestion. He comes with the cannon right there, which kind of is, and I'm like gassing him up, talking about how good the figure is, and that's how you do me. So it is on a ball peg, so you do get lots of extra motion. And then these two guns on the bottom, which just peg right in, I think is excellent. I think the paint is excellent. I like the there we go. I like the darker gunmetal with the lighter hints of silver throughout. I'm trying to just fix my tripod. There we go. And then the red accents are perfect. Even the gun, even the barrel of the gun, you can see the red. Like I said, I think they hit it out of the park with this figure. I think this is a perfect 10 out of 10. That's really all I can say about that. Excellent job. Hasbro killed it. All right, next we're going to look at our Build-A-Figure, Professor Hulk. We'll get into some of the accessories first, maybe. I don't think a lot of these legends came with accessories. Oh, you know who we forgot, guys? We forgot Rescue. Yeah, this is a very good figure too. I like the open backpack. I think that looks nice, and there is a closed one that you can kind of pop on her, but I think the open one looks really nice. Again, it's got the same kind of Iron Man kind of mechanical sculpting. Looks good, more basic, but very nice figure. If you picked up the Pepper Potts, the 3-pack they did with the Pepper Potts, the Mandarin, and the Iron Man armor, I forget which armor it was. If you pick that up, then you could definitely put an unmasked head on your rescue, and I think that would look just fine. If you didn't, that's perfectly okay too, because it's still a nice figure. I like the nice shiny navy blue. Nice. Again, trying to get to our accessories, which are buried underneath all of our figures that we're looking at. Like I said, I don't think there was a tremendous amount of accessories yet. So pretty much there is, for rescue, the closed off backpack, but I think it looks so much better with the wings kind of open. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that, because I think that just looks really perfect. All right, Professor Hulk. Camera up. I mean, it's a Hulk figure. The gauntlet did come with the Iron Man, which I put on, so didn't even come with the Hulk, so just kind of, but it is his, so. I think Hasbro kind of cheaped out on this one. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I think they should have given us a Hulk in the suit. This is my opinion. I think that would have been a lot better. Like I said, I think Hasbro kind of dropped the ball just a little bit on that. But it is a nice, bulky figure, hulky, bulky figure. And we'll just talk about the Infinity, or the Nano Gauntlet now. It looks good. I mean, you could see it's sculpted nicely. But again, this didn't even come with the Build-A-Figure. You had to get the Iron Man in the next wave to get this. But yeah, I mean, the shading is nice. You can see some kind of chest hairs. Face sculpt is good. I mean, he's got the gray accents. Definitely the best Hulk likeness. And you can see there he's got the more grinning face, which I like too, and he comes with the alternate hat. I gave him the more kind of stoic face, but I mean, it's a nice figure. Like I said, I just think Hasbro dropped the ball a little bit. I really think he should have just had. He should have just. You should have had the suit. That's all I can say. He should have had the suit. I think they messed up by not giving us a Hulk in the suit, because he wears the suit for the majority of the movie. I don't know. That's just me. Unless y'all think I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. Alright, next. This figure is just kind of a mess. We have the green light. I think it's Siege. Yeah, it's definitely Siege. Not too much I can say about this, man, because we've seen this mold a couple of times. I mean, this is the female Transformer mode. I almost kind of toyed with not even reviewing this because of just because it's something that we've seen over and over again. But I thought, I'll still kind of talk about it, just to talk about it. But it's pretty basic. It's fine. It's just that we've seen it before. I'll show you guys right there, so you can see this mold at least twice. We're gonna be looking at this mold at least 2 more times. The paint is nice. I'll say the paint is nice. I do like this kind of with the flaming sword. I like what they had going on, but just this handle, I don't even know if I set it up right. I don't even know. Yeah, like, it is what it is. Like I said, the paint looks good. That's really all I can say about Greenlight. Sorry if you wanted to see me go more into detail with her, but like I said, is this a mold that we've seen? There's not really much to say. I'm not gonna bother transforming her because we've already looked at that transformation multiple times on this channel. Not gonna bother. Alright. Let's look at a different figure. Let's switch gears from Marvel to DC. We have the DC Essentials Cheetah, which I think this is the definitive Cheetah figure right now. First of all, before everybody says like, Matt, you're being perverted. Don't talk about the figure like that. Let me tell you, I'm a fan of the naked cheetah. I like the naked cheetah better. Just because I think it's more realistic. Like, I think like a cheetah in the wild wouldn't wear clothes. I like in the comics when she appears and she's just kind of naked. And it's like, listen, if you think I'm being perverted, you're the one being perverted for thinking she should cover up her body parts. Because you can see they were generous when they sculpted her bust. But, like, listen, like, it's not like you could see nipples or, like, you could see, like, a butthole or anything like that. It just looks better, I think, because, like I said, an animal in the wild would be naked. I mean, you could even go as far as to say, like, Killer Croc, if they put Killer Croc without the pants. I mean, you just don't assume that you're gonna see his ding ding. Just, you know, take that out of your mind. But moving on from that, this is still a nice figure. No sculpting, really. It's mostly just a nice paint apps, which are nice. The spots look good, and there's some shading on it. She does have this belt and this necklace, which are separate pieces. The sculpt on the hair is good. I like the color of the hair. I like the dark kind of red, and it's got a little bit of shading in there. I mean, the face sculpt is perfect. I would say, and then you can see they even painted the claws. They painted the toenails, and the tail does hinge, so you can kind of mess around with that, and you can kind of figure out how you want to get that to best help her stand up, because that's kind of the downside, is she doesn't stand very well. But if you get her in a nice pose, I mean, she's not overly articulated, let's just say that. She's not overly articulated, but more than any Mattel version of Cheetah. But you can still do some fun stuff with this figure. You know, double jointed knee, really nice. Swivel right there. Ankle pivot, and no real ankle rockers. You could still get this figure in some fun poses, and like I said, I like it, man. I like this version of Cheetah. Like I said, I like the naked cheetah. And, you know, don't think I'm just being perverted about it. I think it's just more realistic. There you go, man. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because, listen, there's this, and you know who you are, but there's this guy who's always calling me out for talking about like, you should be talking about this figure sexy, like, you should be talking about that. Like, listen, man, like, listen, I'm not trying to be like the figure sexy. We've gone so far off the rails, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyway, like I said, don't be a pervert, don't call me out on being perverted. I'm just saying this is a version of Cheetah I like the best. There you go. And I think this figure is good. I like these essentials, man. I wasn't sure about them at first, but they're definitely winning me over, I gotta say. All right, let's finish up this video. So we have 2 Lightning Collection figures. Get over here. Come on, man. Come on. 2 very unsexy figures. No, I'm just messing with you guys. Come on now. Yep. So we have the Beast Morphers Red Ranger, and we have the Lord Draken. I can't remember if these 2 are from the same wave. I don't think they are. But yeah, they could be. Alright, for the Red Ranger, he comes with a couple of accessories. So he comes with this nice kind of digital effect you can put over the sword. And then he comes with the Lion Blaster. He comes with the alternate unmasked head, which is good face sculpt. Comes with some hands. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't remember his name, man. It's hard to remember the names of every single Power Ranger. But I digress. Solid figure. The sword, I think, looks good. Not great, but this is not... I was never a fan of Beast Morphers, like a big fan. And even in Japan, the Go Busters, I was not really a fan of. But the sculpt on the helmet looks good. It's painted well, minus a smudge right there. Some nice texturing on the outfit. You can see that it's really... It's a leather, like, it's a top and bottom. It's not just a spandex suit. They did a good job there. He's got the Morpher boots and some nice kind of wrinkles sculpted into the pants. And then there's the belt, which is silver, not really painted. And then he's got the harness. Nice looking figure, but like I said, this isn't my favorite. This isn't really my favorite incarnation of Power Rangers either way. But this is one I'm really excited for. We have Lord Draken from the Boom series. So you can see he comes with this power effect. He comes with the alternate Tommy head and some hands. I think this figure just looks really good, and I'm really happy that we got this figure, because I think I think the Legacy line made him, but I think he was a Morphicon exclusive, and a lot of people couldn't get it, and he was going for crazy prices. And then Hasbro, that's one thing I'll give Hasbro. A lot of times they try to, you know, when a figure's going for money and a lot of people can't get it, they'll kind of re-release it just to kill that scalper market. So I think that's what they did here by putting out their own Draken. And he looks excellent. Again, you can see the Morpher. The shield looks good. The helmet is sculpted really nicely. And for a white body, painted fairly well. No really smudges or paint rub, which is actually nice. He's got the Dragon Dagger, which, you know, they put some paint. Like, guys, this is what I'm talking about. If you watch my Snake Eyes review, why is it that Hasbro can paint this Dragon Dagger, like the Power Ranger guys can do this, but the G.I. Joe guys can't make the blade silver? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, it's shameless plug. So my first 3-minute review was the classified Snake Eyes. If you want to go check that out, I would appreciate that. Anyway, let's just get into the articulation and then we'll wrap it up. Head moves side to side. I mean, the shield is a solid piece, so it will kind of inhibit the articulation, but not by much. I mean, I think you could still do everything you would want to do with this figure. Like, there's nothing where I think you're limited. But there you go. Yeah, nice solid figure. Very happy to have a Lord Draken. I hope they keep bringing out the comic characters, because Boom Studios is really creating a wild universe there. But that is it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like the video, share it with your friends, leave me a comment, guys. I'm always happy to hear from you guys, and I always love to get feedback. But just don't be a dick. If you leave me a dick comment, pretty much I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna delete it. Let's just be friendly with each other, and let's just treat each other nicely, and, you know, have some... You can have constructive criticism without being an ass about it. Because, yeah, we're all in a difficult time right now, and I think being nice to each other is more important than ever. But I digress. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. let me know which figure I looked at was your favorite and which one wasn't your favorite. Why not? And don't roast me about the sexy cheetah. You know who I'm talking about. There's one guy that's always calling me out for being perverted when I'm talking about the sexy lady figures. You know who you are, and even though you're always calling me out, I still appreciate you and I still appreciate your support. Uh, I appreciate everybody's support, guys. So thank you very much. Have a great day, and I will see you next time in the next video. Maybe it'll be another 3-minute review. Who knows? I don't know. I already can't decide, but I'll see you next time anyway.
Hey guys, so here is the packaging, and this is for the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Hulk Wave, the Black Panther Shuri? Is that how you say your name? I have no idea. But this is the front, so it says Black Panther, her name. There's like a picture on the side here, so she looks like. Same on the other side. It's the back, if you want to read it, you can. It's got a pretty good picture of her there. Marvel Legends series Build-A-Figure. There's the rest of the figures in the wave. There's a bunch of useless information there. Score, scanner, and then a bunch of useless information there. So, moving along, same thing. Loki, Build-A-Figure. Oh, I forgot to say. There's the logo on the top here, Black Panther logo. Here's the Loki logo. Build-A-Figure right up here. Again, picture on the side. It's pretty creepy Loki. But, you know, I think this is the comic version. But there's Loki again on the back. Marvel Legends series. There's the bio. Again, same figures. Useless information. It's all the same. Then next one, Marvel Legends, Avengers, War Machine, Avengers logo, picture on the side, War Machine. He's one of my favorites. He's pretty sick. And War Machine there. There's the bio. Some figures. And then Rock Python. Is that how you say his name? There's no logo on the top, but there's a Build-A-Figure. There's what he looks like on the side. On the side. On the back, there's a bio. Moving along. Union Jack is the next one. There's his title. No logo, Build-A-Figure. He's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm not familiarized with this character. But there's the bio. Figures. Next is Marvel's Rescue, also known as Pepper Potts. I don't like to call her Marvel's Rescue. I like to call her Miss Potts. But, you know, there's the Avengers logo. That's what she looks like in the Iron Man uniform. Pretty sick. And then again on the other side. And then there's her bio here. It's pretty cool. I like this figure. Oops. That was our daughter's potty. And then, no logo on the top. Avengers. This is the last one. Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill? Is that how you say his name? I don't know. Matt wanted me to shoot this, so I'm not good with their names. He's the better. That's what the side. Then at the back, there's his bio. Got some cool, pretty lightning there. And then there's the Build-A-Figure. Hulk. There's all the figures in the wave. So, moving along, we got the Beast Morphers Red Ranger Power Ranger Lightning Collection. There's the box, the Red Ranger. That's what it looks like on the side. On the other side, kind of goes from the top to the side. There's the figure, pretty cool. There's a bunch of information down here. It's the bottom. And then we got this, the Yellow Ranger, or no, sorry, Lord Drakon. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He looks kind of yellow, but he's not the Yellow Ranger. So there's the side. The side is like the White Ranger with like gold and green. It's pretty cool. Some more information. And then we got my favorite, the Cheetah DC Collectibles. Cheetah logo on the top. That's what she looks like on the side. It's kind of round. And then on the back it shows her. And then just some information about it. And then the rest of the figures you can get in that collection, which I'm sure Matt Party has. And then second from last is this Transformer War Cybertron. Don't ask me how to say his name. It's Autobot Green Light and Dazzle.
That's the name, you just said it.
Dazzle Strike. Okay. So logo on the top here. There's some of that. That's what they look like. I guess this was a 2-pack. I don't know. But that's the back. And then there's some information down there. The bottom, the side. There's a loose piece of plastic inside there. And the last one is this Jurassic World Dino Rivals Dinosaur. Dracorex, if I'm saying that right. There it comes with a card inside. There we go. That's a pretty cool Jurassic card. And here's the back with the other dinos. That comes with the wave. And then just some information. But this is the card. And yeah.